Hello, hello. Welcome to Wellness Wellbeing Wednesday, everybody. I'm super excited about being here. We have some great topics today, and I am just honored. So, thank you. Let me go ahead and get this part right out. And I believe I've got a banner up. So, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for being here. Hi. Super excited about it. And we are in a series this month of revitalizing yourself with lasting lifestyle changes and a wellness mindset. And we are in part 5. And I'm just going to make a few comments here. Would love for you guys to come join our immunity community. And I'm also going to pop in some of the awarenesses that we have and disclaimer before we get started. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in. My name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I am your hospitality health and wellness strategist that is here to help guide you guys through a positive process for change. And if you are in the chat, I would love to hear, where are you in the world? That is always so important to me. But before we get started, as I normally do, what I really am passionate about, because we are in Suicide Month, but it's not just about Suicide Month, this is about all the time, is having a moment of stillness and look at that beautiful sunset behind. Having just a moment of stillness, because whether you've got someone that is struggling, going through a hard time, maybe you're in a traumatic situation from the tragedies in Uvalde, from the wars in Ukraine, from the earthquakes over on the West Coast in the United States of America, or from the horrific tragedies from Turkey, Lebanon, Syria, or maybe you've got some, you've been affected by some of the shootings that have been all around our world, or you might have some kind of a trauma within your own country, or it could be within your own state or province, or even community, or closer, maybe it's your home and your family. I just want to take a moment of stillness, asking for God to give that hedge of protection for us as we just have a moment of stillness. If it may be just you, that you're going through a really, really hard time, this is for you as well, as we ask God for that hedge of protection over you, over our families, our homes, our community, our state, our country, and the world. Just taking time to breathe, a moment of stillness, knowing that you are not alone, and there is always hope. And just to always look at whatever is positive that you might need to see, and that there are resources for you to reach out. Thank you so much for that. I'm just excited to be here. Oh my goodness, it seems like it's been forever. And we are also live on Clubhouse. And I want to say welcome to all of you on Clubhouse. If you're listening to the replays, thank you for being here. Again, my name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I am honored to be here. We have many awarenesses that I want to talk about right now, because this is the end of the month, and I could not really go without bringing just talking about these awarenesses. We have National Recovery Month, National Hispanic Heritage. Pop over to the Travel Tip Tuesdays that I did live yesterday, and you can see some wonderful things that I gave you for National Heritage Month, Hispanic Heritage Month. We've got World Alzheimer's. That's very sensitive and personal to me. Responsible dog ownership, blood cancer awareness, national preparedness, National Self-Care Awareness. I'm going to bring one in for the weekend, just for self-care, because as we leave this month, it's not about just a month. It's actually about a lifetime, lifestyle changes. And National Service Dog, National Wilderness, and of course, something that's very, very dear to me is National Suicide Prevention Month. And today we are going to be discussing assisting someone with hope to prevent suicide. My name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur again. I am your hospitality, health, and wellness strategist, and my focus is to help guide you through a lean, holistic healing approach from the inside out. That lean stands for our pillars of lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. The fun part is taking and showing you two top luxury wellness destinations all over the world. I am a master certified health and wellness coach that complements a certification I have in traditional Chinese medicine, along with a 30-plus year career in hospitality, site selection, tourism. And one of the things that is very passionate is my purpose, passion, and why, and that is being a overcomer of a progressive degenerative neuromuscular disorder, but also depression for over 30 years now. And there are days that are hard, that it's just really, you don't understand chemical imbalances. You really, no matter what you might be doing with natural, with food, sometimes things can just be overwhelming. Maybe it's compassion fatigue because you're caretaking for a parent with Alzheimer's or dementia, and you're just still learning about that. Or maybe you're struggling because your own health. My purpose is to say that it's about just showing you my what I do to just be an overcomer and a survivor into that thriver. And the tips today are being brought to you by MacArthur Accommodations, where we are a hospitality, health, and wellness coaching and consulting advisement company that does specialize in overall optimal health and wellness worldwide, with those innovations to reflect, recharge, and renew yourself one step at a time. And if you saw my post today, I did give you guys those points about how to prevent, and those were really important. But I also wanted to really just dive in a little bit more about assisting someone with hope to prevent suicide. And while this is very personal to me, because even in my own family, just such a young age of a niece that is just now really being able to talk about it, because what do you see right here? You see a face, a beautiful face, a smile, but what you might not see is cyberbullying, social media bullying, or maybe it's at school, or it is just abuse. There are so many different things. We're going into Family Violence Awareness Month in October, and I think that suicide, mental health, and the violence is all intertwined. And so I did want to just tell you why it's so important to me, because you never know what's happening in the mind of someone, especially if they've got some chemicals off and they're having a hard time with really seeing the light or not seeing just darkness. But as a disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only. We are not here to treat, diagnose, or prescribe. So if you are in danger, please seek immediate professional help immediately. Okay. That's really important. If you need resources, we've got you covered. I'm more than happy to reach out. These right here, I do have them typed up. I'm happy to send it over. But the number one tip for you today is reach out. Connect with people you trust. If you're struggling, it's okay to share your feelings. Please share your feelings. In Chinese medicine, the emotions reside in the liver. And if you just keep stuffing them in, it will eventually create issues. And you want to let them out and talk in safe environments of things that's bothering you. Don't feel ashamed to say, hey, reach out to your, Dr. Townsend likes to say, your 3 at 3, your top 3 people that you can reach out to at 3 a.m. in the morning. But don't feel ashamed to say, hey, when you get a chance, can you contact me to someone that you might want to talk to? Say, I feel really alone and suicidal and could really use some support. Say those words, or just however the verbatim that goes with you. You can also go to the International Association for Suicide Prevention and you can learn more. That's definitely a good website to go to. Number two is contact a loved one. Stay in contact. Let them know so they can be there to be your advocate, to be your support. Share with your loved ones, I don't want to die, but I don't know how to live. I can't get through this darkness. And depression can be darkness, and then it can go and it can just escalate, especially for people that don't know how or have the tools to help themselves. But talking with you may help me feel safe. Say that to your loved ones. Hey, I just don't want to die. I don't know how to live, but talking with you will help me to feel safe. Are you free to talk? And be honest, but make sure it's someone that you feel comfortable with, that is a safe place. If you are in a crisis, though, please reach out to one of the crisis hotlines. They've got the Agri Stress, which is a helpline, and you can go to 833-897-2474. You can go to Trans Lifeline, which is 877-565-8860. There's the Crisis Text Line, which is 741-741. There's the Veterans Crisis Line, where it's the universal of texting or calling 988 now, but you can then press 1 if you are a veteran. But 988 is the suicide and crisis lifeline. If you feel like you're having panic attacks, you can't breathe, something's going on, use these numbers. These right here are free. There's so many different educated volunteers that are equipped, and they have the experience, and they've got the credentials to help walk you through this. But if you or someone you know is in crisis, call or text that 988 suicide crisis line. It's at 988, and para ayudar en español, llama a 988. Para todo las gentes que están de el cultura y hispánico, por favor, no esperas. Es muy importante que ustedes están hablando, siempre están hablando con todo de su familia, sus amigos, alguien, los gentes, si estás en tiempos difíciles. The Lifeline provides the 24-hour confidential support to anyone in a suicidal crisis or emotional distress. And when you call 911 in a life-threatening situation, sometimes people get worried. If you may be worried about a friend's social media updates, you can contact safety teams at the social media companies. They will reach out to the connected person with the help they need also. Those are important things. Number 3 is express your feelings and check in. Really hard for me to say, but I'm having painful thoughts, and I might need to talk. Are you free? And it's also, I'm giving you these tips if you are the person that is going through these difficult times. But if you are on the other end, these are things to look for, and so that you know of what you can do to help that person. I can't tell you that how I still to this day, in a different country, of seeing, the eyes of someone saying it wasn't, maybe they're sad, but I'm leaving the country. And then what happens is the worst scenario is they're no longer with us. And you replay that back and back over. What could I have done? What should I have done? And it's not to feel guilty. It's not to blame yourself. It's just to know, what can you do now? How can you help? And you can do that when you are in traffic and you see someone that maybe in a car that looks like road rage or looks like they're angry, because people react to their emotions in different ways. If you smile you're in the line at the store, smile and give them love and give them kindness. So you don't want to be afraid to say, I'm struggling right now and I just need to talk to someone. Can we chat, please? Suicide is preventable, and it requires strategies at all levels of society. So it's actually the responsibility of everyone. Everyone can help prevent suicide, by learning the warning signs. I think it's a very uncomfortable situation. It's a very uncomfortable topic, especially when you do talk about suicide or mental health, but it needs to be it needs to be talked about. More awareness needs to be there. And the last one is there, or number 4 is there's hope. Being at work can be good for your mental health, but the increasingly pressures at work can be stressful. A difficult work environment or ongoing work related stressors can worsen the mental health of the employees in some circumstances that may take their own lives, but suicide is never the answer. There is always hope. Help is available. Speak with someone today at 988 Suicide and the crisis hotline at hours. It's 24 hours a day. And the languages are definitely English, Spanish, and I am actually going to look at, let's see, and let's see, I had posted in it, then it just went away of what I had posted today, and it did just go away. So I'm going to see if I can pull that up right now. And if not, I will just go to that post right now. That's what I'll do. I will, yeah, I'll just go and do this because this is my number 5, which is really important. That I did the post and I gave you guys all. It's a picture of a girl. And let me just get that to that right there. I think it was. So that way I've got that one right there. There we go. And this one is really important because it's about the things that you want to think about when, what do you do? What do you do when somebody is hurting? What do you do for yourself? If I can pull it up. No, I can't. Let's see if I can find it. So thank you. Oh, there we go. All right. So one of the things is how to help someone with suicidal thoughts. And that right there is one of the things I want to talk about right here is approaching someone who is struggling can be difficult, but it is worth the discomfort to help save a life. So what you want to do is you want to ask the person if they think about dying or killing themselves. Don't hesitate to do this. Asking will not put the idea in their head, nor will it make them likely to attempt. The next thing you want to do is listen. So you want to ask, listen, stay secure, and call. When you listen, you want to start a conversation with the person and just listen without judging them and show you care. Create a safe place for your loved one and make sure that you are there so that you can hear what their feelings are. Do not ever like swear to secrecy, because if someone is going to harm themselves, it's your responsibility to make sure that they are safe. Stay. Don't leave the person alone. Stay with the person, or make sure that they are in a private, secure place with another caring person until you can go get further help, and then secure. If you suspect the person could be a harm to themselves, take it seriously. Remove any objects, maybe guns or anything that might be that suicide could be used as an attempt, and then call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and that's 988, or the things that is there for you to see. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. It's definitely been an honor. If you are on our YouTube channel, click the like button and subscribe and come follow us. Tell us where you are in the world. And what I would love to know, as I mentioned, is if you can drop that into the chat also, is what, when you've got someone, as far as what do you do? What tips do you have, and what signs do you notice if someone is dealing with suicide? Would love to know that, especially if you or a loved one is struggling. So thank you again. On LinkedIn, Facebook, and all you social media platforms and YouTube, I'm going to wish you guys off for a beautiful and blessed day as I reach back over to Clubhouse and answer any questions or anything that they might have. So again, go and just have a wonderful evening, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.